Have you ever wondered how to get disgustingly good at anything you do? If you've ever wanted to be great at something, and I mean actually great, not just decent, not just pretty good, but you keep feeling like you're spinning your wheels, this video is probably for you. Because chances are, you're not lazy, you're not stupid, you're not incapable, but you're probably doing exactly what you've been taught to do. And that's the problem. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Why some people just naturally ease into mastery and others try for years and stay roughly the same. Same effort, same time, but wildly different outcomes. And the more I sit with it, the more I realize it's not actually talent. It's not even motivation. It's something way quieter than that and way harder to sit with. Let me ask you something. How many things have you started? Perhaps it's a skill, a habit, a routine, or a craft. You were excited at first. You watched videos, you practiced, and you told yourself the line you probably heard a million times. This time I'm serious. And then something shifted. Maybe life just hits you and the progress slows down, the novelty wears off, and you stop feeling that little hit of excitement. So you thought, maybe this isn't my thing. Maybe there's a better approach, or maybe I should try something else. And you moved on. Most people don't actually fail, they just keep restarting. And the thing is, restarting feels productive. It feels like growth. It feels intentional. It feels smart. But restarting is comfortable because the beginning is always forgiving. There's no expectations, there's no pressure, there's no proof required. The longer that you actually stay with something, the more it starts asking things of you. There's a Bruce Lee quote you've probably heard before. I don't fear the man who's practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times. Most people think that's about hard work. It's not. It's about what repetition forces you to face. Trying lots of different things feels like progress. You stay busy and distracted, and you never have to sit with the part you're bad at. But doing the same thing over and over takes that away. There's nothing new to hide behind. No excitement, no shortcut, just the same mistakes showing up again and again. Most people quit right there, not because it's hard, but because it's boring and uncomfortable. The person who keeps going doesn't become exceptional overnight. They become exceptional because everyone else leaves. When you're the only one still practicing, still kicking, still chipping away at that one skill you're looking to master, you can't help but get better. And that's why the second person is so much more dangerous. We live in a world that trains us to avoid depth. Everything is optimized for stimulation, for variety, efficiency, and speed. If something gets slow, we assume it's broken. If something feels boring, we abandon it. But mastery lives past that point. It lives in the quiet stretch where nothing exciting seems to be happening. I've noticed this in my own life. Anytime I've actually gotten better at something, not just felt busy, not just felt motivated, it wasn't because I found a secret technique. It was because I stayed long enough to notice what was off. When you repeat the same thing over and over, something changes. At first, you're just going through the motions. Then you start noticing small problems. Your timing is slightly late, your grip is a little weak, your posture is costing you energy. These aren't things you notice when you keep switching tasks. They only show up when everything else is removed. Now, here's the important part, because this is where people get it wrong. Repeating something mindlessly won't make you great. Staying forever without adjusting won't either. The reason Bruce Lee's example works isn't because the kick stays the same. It's because you change the kick by 1% at a time. One small correction, one tiny improvement, over and over, and those changes compound. Someone who practices one kick 10,000 times doesn't just know the kick. They've removed wasted movement, hesitation, and inefficiency. The person who stops early never reaches that layer. Not because they're incapable, but because they left before refinement even began. That's the difference. That's another thing people don't talk about enough. Real improvement is boring to watch. There's no montage, no highlight reel, no moment where everything suddenly clicks. It's just small refinements, tiny corrections, subtle awareness, but those small things compound. When you repeat the same thing long enough, you start running out of excuses. You can't blame the method anymore. You can't blame not knowing enough. You can't blame motivation. At some point, it's just you. Your focus, your patience, your willingness to be bad for longer than your ego wants. Because staying takes responsibility. It means admitting if this doesn't work, it's on me. And to many people, that's heavy. So instead, people switch. They look for a new strategy, a new angle, a new identity. Not because the old one failed, but because it started asking more from them. Bruce Lee didn't practice one kick because it was the most efficient use of its time. He practiced one kick because it integrated. And by integrated, I don't mean memorized. I don't mean perfected on paper. I mean it stopped being something he had to think about. The kick moved from his head into his body. It became automatic, natural, and reliable. He didn't need motivation to do it. He didn't need reminders. It was just there. And that's the real difference. Most people collect skills. They know a little bit of this, a little bit of that, enough to feel capable, but not enough to actually feel grounded. Masters don't collect skills. They embody them, meaning the skill shows up even when they're tired, even when they're under pressure, even when nobody's watching. And embodiment only happens through repetition. I'm not talking about flashy repetition or motivated repetition. I'm talking about boring repetition. This applies to almost everything in life. Writing, speaking, thinking, training, even how you show up around other people. You can kind of tell when something is embodied in someone. They don't hesitate, they don't overthink, they don't perform, they just are. They live, breathe, and act the way that they should be. Most people want transformation without monotony. They want the confidence, the results, the identity, without the hard work, effort, and the part that it feels dull. But monotony is the price of entry. There's no way around it. So here's my question to you. What's the thing you keep restarting? The habit, the craft, the discipline, the skill that stopped giving you that early rush of dopamine and you started to get tired of it because you stopped improving rapidly, the excitement, the feeling of I'm on to something. What would happen if you actually stayed? Not forever or blindly, but just longer than your comfort zone allows. Long enough to move past novelty and into depth. Because most people aren't missing information. They already know what to do, but they're missing commitment to depth. They want results without repetition, growth without boredom, mastery without humility. And it doesn't work like that. It never has. So, if you want to get disgustingly good at something, don't ask, what should I add? Ask yourself, what can I stay with long enough that it actually changes me? Because the people who stand out, the ones who feel inevitable, they aren't more gifted necessarily. They just didn't leave. They stuck to it. Sit with that, and if this resonated with you, you probably already know what your one kick is. You just haven't stayed long enough yet. If this style of video resonated with you, I'd love to hear it. I'm experimenting with these longer podcast-style conversations. More reflective, more personal, and I'm genuinely curious what you think. Did it make you think differently about your own habits or your own craft? Did it make you notice something about yourself you hadn't before? Drop a comment and let me know. And just so I know you actually stayed till the end, comment the word depth below. This helps me see who's really engaging, and it's also a little challenge for you to notice that staying longer with something, paying attention, actually matters. Thanks for watching Rardo, and I'll see you in the next video.